この世界でわかること見つめて Yes あなたの瞳の優しさを信じて
And here we are, episode 181, Ridley Retrocast. Monster, we're finishing this sucker. All 74 episodes, 51 through 74, part 3. And picking winter 2025 anime. We're doing a fun little game today where, because of my trash tastes, I'm going to pick some trash anime to watch. Pretty excited.
What do you mean trash?
We're going to fill out my plan to watch list for winter 2025.
Only the best shows, JD. Come on.
Only
No
the
trash
best.
here.
Yes. I mean, I'm waiting in anticipation that you guys will definitely for sure pick Apothecary Diaries Season 2. I can't wait. You will definitely be picking that.
Nah, I'm sorry. That's just that doesn't meet the quality standards that we have here on this podcast.
We're going a little higher this season? Okay, got it. Solo Leveling Season 2. Can't wait. Korean dramas are back.
Yeah. Actually.
Did you guys get any watch any anime in between the previous casts here, or are we just talking Monster?
I think we're just talking Monster, at least for me. I've been kind of busy with real life and not real life.
I just gave up on the season, as one does.
Yeah. I meant fall 2024 is a great season. Got a lot of good shows.
I'm certainly enjoying some, but besides like Ranma and Danmachi Season 5, Don is like the standout, but that's kind of about it. Everything else is very nothing's going to happen kind of situation. Although, I still maintain that the Talker show, Hickey, is mildly entertaining. I do enjoy that. It's just kind of insane.
It's just dumb.
Yeah, like Tower of God and Shangri-La Frontier Season 2, I'm like, okay, watching, it's just kind of going through the motions there. I'm sure Season 3 will be better, I hope. That's about it. All right. Winter 2025. Let's get this thing going. I've got the My Anime List season up for what's coming out. I got sorted by the most members that have them on their plan to watch list. How are we going to do this? Tori, you're picking first, or are we doing trailers, or what's happening here?
I don't really care about doing trailers, mostly because I'm going to be doing that at a later date, but there's one trailer I definitely want you to see, but I think Kiki can start, because I know there's one show that he wants to recommend that's, probably going to be good, but not not as good as my show. But we can't start with the best, right?
Okay.
True.
So
Aside Sakamoto Days, because that is one of the biggest mangas right now.
That was the one I was thinking about.
But it's definitely Akuyaku Reijo Tensei Oji-san. Finally. I'll finally be able to witness the greatness that is this show.
All right, so Sakamoto Days is on the list?
Sakamoto Days is on the list.
Okay.
Sakamoto Days is like, aside Dandadan is, well, together with Dandadan, is the biggest shonen-ish manga of the past 3-4 years, which a lot of people had questioned why it hasn't been animated before.
How old is this manga? Is it just in the last 3 to 4 years?
I think that's it, right? 3-4 years.
Let's see. All right, looking it up, it says it started in 2020. So yeah, about 3 years old now.
Yeah. No, don't you? Come on.
All right, 4 years. Whatever.
4 years.
Yeah.
4 years old.
Mhm.
Taro Sakamoto was considered the
Right,
greatest
right.
hitman of all time, feared by many. He stood at the top of underground world until he met. This sounds like a maidservant, except not the maid.
Except for the fat dad as main character.
Yeah. Until he fell
What
in
we
love
all
with a
really
woman. As a
want.
result, Sakamoto abandoned his life of crime and now works at a convenience store. Yeah, this is very much like maidservant, obviously.
Of course.
Yes.
And it already has 2 parts. Confirmed. Yeah.
Huh.
Shit.
They anticipate it being very successful. So for this podcast, I've made myself what's called a Caesar. It's the Canadian Bloody Mary version. So that's what I'm having right now.
The Canadian Blood Mary.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's called a
Does it
Caesar.
does it has more U's in the name?
No, it's clamato juice instead of tomato juice, Worcestershire sauce, and hot sauce inside.
I see.
Obviously, Tori would love it, and he can't wait to make it himself one
Definitely.
day.
Of course. One day. In the distant future.
All right, Tori, what's the next one? What's the next one you got for me as I eat something?
Do I just rip the bandage? Sure. You know, if there's one thing that I'm known to love, it's Gohans.
Mm.
As a studio.
We all love
they make
Gohans.
we all love Gohans. They make some of the anime of all time.
They do have made anime before.
They do have made an anime of time.
We established
An anime in
beforehand
time.
that I've only seen two shows ever by Gohans and dropped them in 3 episodes. So
Yeah.
does this have promise such as that?
Does this have promise? All right. Yeah. I mean, like, I can't promise that it is going to be like, Handshakers. Because Handshakers is in a league of its own when it comes to being an anime.
Oh boy.
And but we do have in winter we will have a show called Momentary Lily, and basically the synopsis says following the daily lives of high school girls.
Come on. Let's
wanna
just
No,
No,
watch
I gotta
the
watch the
first.
PV first. Okay.
Watch
Okay,
the
fine,
TV.
fine.
We've all because I want JD to guess what the show is about.
Oh, I gotta
true,
guess
fair
what
enough,
it's
fair
about. Okay, so I have the PV
Yes.
that's on Mal.
enough. PV1.
PV1.
Yeah, PV1.
All right.
Mhm.
Here you one.
So I'll give you. This will be muted, but all right. So we got girl in pink she wears like a trench coat or something. She's freaking out at a table. Not sure why.
That's one does.
Okay.
Look at
There's
that animation, dude.
a bunch of girls around a table now. They're looking at her. I guess this girl has cat ears, but it's maybe kind of.
No, it's just hair.
We got girl in glasses. We got girl with big boobs. Another girl in glasses, but green hair. Something about cooking,
They
I
got
guess.
it all.
There's a magical circle around some bush. Girls staring up at the sky. There's more girls in trench coats. Their hair is very messy. Kind of all over the place. Very unkempt.
Dude, that hair animation is.
Now they're all in maid
hair-
outfits, but by a pool for some reason.
Why you don't do that?
They're cooking. They're amazed by food. Is this, like, about anything at all?
I don't know.
I mean,
Oh, there's a sword. Okay, big sword. She's jumping out the building. Probably saying things I can't hear. More cooking. Yes, okay. Grand food. That... Okay, so we have, I guess, the ending action sequences. They all have, like, the same type of sword. It's like a Buster sword from Final Fantasy. Missiles flying through the air. Some more food I'm very lost. There's a lot of cooking. Oh, we had a hot spring episode, probably. Momentary Lily. So...
Momentary Lily.
Is it a group of girls go to a school and they're in a dorm room and they have to fight aliens with missiles?
Ooh, almost is about cooking food.
It's about cooking food.
So it's about cooking food.
But then why
So
are
the
there like
synopsis-
swords and fights and missiles and stuff?
You're
That's
saying
just
that like I
subplot.
know. You're saying that like I fucking watched this. So the synopsis says that following the daily lives of high school girls surviving in a world ravaged by otherworldly invaders,
Okay.
cooking together, battling mechanical monstrosities with their iconic weapons, very iconic, and uncovering the secrets of their mysterious past and world. All of these moments and more will appear in Gohan's unmatched visual style.
Unmatched visual style. Okay.
Did you see their unmatched visual style, by the way?
I saw a style, yes.
Yeah. I'll talk a little bit more about that, but yeah. Yuri Kawasu, Erika Kodaiji, Hinageshi Ususumi, Renge Kasumi, Sansa Sasanka, Yoshino, and Ayame Sakuya know only each other and a world that's been torn apart by mysterious mechanical creatures.
Mm-hmm.
That's not going to stop them from making the most out of their lives together, though. Equal parts slice of life and slick action, I doubt it. Momentary Lily will entice and entertain with its entirely distinct story and visuals.
Okay.
It's about cooking food.
It's about cooking food. It's gonna be.
This sounds terrible.
The hair animation. Like even in some points on the PV, you can see some parts that are not even animated at all. They're just a PowerPoint. But the hair needs to be animated on 60 FPS.
It's not even animated on 60 FPS. It's still terribly animated. Like everything about this PV. And this is the PV, right? Remember, this is the thing that's supposed to look the best about the show.
Okay.
It looks
terrible.
so bad. Like the animation is god awful. And what, like, I mean, to be fair, I'll at least give them this. They say Gohan's unmatched visual style. Yeah, no, I agree. Like that moment where they're in the fucking streets and you see all the like CG buildings in the background, or they're just fucking flying by us. I don't even understand why the buildings are moving, because the person we're looking at is standing still. So like, what? Why is it? What? I don't understand Gohan's like visual style at all. Like they call it creative. I call it, I don't know, drugs.
Drugs.
Man.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what is going on. It's so bad.
Will I make it 3 episodes is the question.
No.
What was that?
Will I make it 3 episodes?
I hope not.
It's not looking good for Gohan.
If you really try, I think you can do 3 episodes.
Yeah, I mean, sure. If you really try, to be honest, I don't know. We watched the Shimbo. Maybe you developed a bit of a gourmet now. Maybe
yeah, but I need some sort of asshole critic in the show.
Maybe there is an asshole. There's a glasses
all
girl
right,
and
I'll
another glasses
maintain
girl.
my open mind. Oh boy.
Everyone knows that if there's a character wearing glasses, they're obviously an asshole.
All right, so I'll pick my next one. Apothecary Diary Season 2. Woohoo! All right, Hickey, what you got for me?
Damn, dude. Can't believe we picked that.
You got another one for me, Hickey? Uh-oh. Is he gone? Am I gone?
I don't know. Vicky?
What happened to him? All right, Tori. Hickey lost his chance.
All right.
You pick for me again.
Shit. But I only had one prepared. I don't know. Where else? Grisaya is back. Grisaya Phantom Trigger. That's a visual novel. A sequel visual novel to...
A
sequel visual novel to Grisaya. I don't know. Have you?
I'm looking for it in the Mal listing here. We got some winners this season, I'm telling you. A lot of good trash to pick from.
Yeah. I just love the fact that we're getting a Grisaya Phantom Trigger TV series 4 years after a movie, which came... Yeah. But that's not the first one.
There it is. Okay. Grisaya Phantom Trigger. It's 15,000 people watching.
5 years
It's
after.
down there.
Yeah, it's I mean, listen, Grisaya is a good visual novel. It was anyways. The series, the first one,
I have not seen the movie. Haven't
As
seen
much
any
as I
of
want to
them.
say that you're gonna need it, I don't know. It's Grisaya. It's a bunch of girls.
What do they do?
Yeah.
Assassinate, kill, do stuff, try to live ordinary lives, despite being very, very much not ordinary people.
10-episode show that came out in 2015. I did not watch this.
You missed out, dude.
Oh,
Missed
there's
out on the
another
greatest-
prequel. Hold on. There's more
Yeah, there's a
prequels.
lot. Grisaya is kind of
The
kind of a
Fruit of
popular visual novel.
Grisaya originally
Fruit of
came out in 2014.
Grisaya.
Did not watch that either.
Yeah.
All right, so this one's out. I haven't
And-
watched any of it.
What do you mean? You love jumping into like 5th seasons of stuff.
I mean, I could.
I don't
I'm
think.
sure I won't miss anything.
Do you need to
sure.
watch anything?
I
for
have
Grisaya
no
fandom
idea.
Trigger.
I watched the first like Phantom Trigger stuff that came out like in 2019, I think. Like it's a short movie, and so based on so obviously that makes me an expert at this. So based on what I know, no, I don't think so. I don't remember there being anything particularly noteworthy, but hey. But let it also be known, I have played the Fruit of Grisaya visual novel, but I've not ever played Phantom Trigger, so I have absolutely no idea.
All right, so Hickey Tori struck out. What you
do
got for me?
I'm only bangers, only bangers so far, only home runs.
That's a good question. Hold on a sec. Give me 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
What do you mean? You already got like 15.
All right, I'll pick again. Solo Leveling Season 2. There we go, number 4.
You're so boring, man.
Tori, you're up.
Well, fuck it then. You watch Ubel Blot because it's etchy. I don't know.
Ubel Blot. All right, now I got to look this up. Ubel Blot.
The guild one.
The guild one. All right, hold on.
Yeah, the guild receptionist one. Like,
I may be a guild receptionist, but I'll solo any boss to clock out on time. You know what,
Yeah,
you know what,
guess.
Hickey? That sounds like the exact sort of trash that I want to watch.
Pretty much. That's like kind of the same vein of I parry everything. Where she just ignores everything. It's like, I don't give a shit. I'm just gonna go home.
Don't you want to hear my amazing backstory of why I became a villain? No, I'm almost done for today.
No, not really. I gotta clock out, man. I can't get overtime this week. All right, I'm into that one. Tori, what you got? Hickey picked a good one. Can you one-up him?
No.
Are we gonna ignore Fate's Strange Fate?
Yes.
Okay,
Are we?
just making sure. I don't know.
Yes.
Should
I
we?
am.
No one said anything about Fate's Strange Fate.
Yeah. I'm going to keep ignoring it. It doesn't exist. And quite frankly, holy shit, this season is bad. God damn.
Kind of is, right? Oh, it's A1 Pictures. Yeah, let's just ignore it.
See? Hold on. Maybe there's a movie. Make a Girl? What the fuck is this?
All right, I got a good one here. You ready? Headhunted to another world from salaryman to Big Four.
God. Why? Why?
A wise choice, you say?
Why? Watch the golf anime
Is that a continuation?
by Star. No, it's the new one
A new golf anime.
by Star Pictures.
Oh my
Soraido
god.
Utility.
Oh, this is sad. Holy shit.
High schooler
yeah, there's
Manabe
the-
Aoba has no strengths or aspirations and worries that she will graduate as a mere villager. In search of her uniqueness, she comes across a golf driving range and is approached by part-timer, ingenious
Not the
golfer
part-timer.
Haruka, That is Manami's first encounter with golf, together with Haruka and influencer Ayaka. The unremarkable Manami aims for the moment when she becomes a protagonist. What does that have to do with golf? I don't understand.
Not a golfing influencer, man.
She looked at golf and said, I can do that shit. I can become a professional in this. And I guess that's basically the story.
I don't know, momentary
Just like
Lily,
JD.
There it is.
sounds more interesting.
Yeah.
What is this one?
It's like she's
Hold
looking
on.
at her
Around
high school
40?
pic.
Otaku no Isekai
JD's
Suhan.
JD found his story. There's a new Rose of Versailles movie coming out.
Really?
Because
Yeah,
we
we're
are
sad about that.
we are entering we need to remake everything. We finished the 2000 shows. Let's go to the 70s.
God.
True. Yeah, I mean, but nah, the thing you need to watch, JD, is Make a Girl. I mean, come on. Taking place in the near future, Akira Mizutame, a brilliant young scientist who developed Salt, a robot that assists people in their daily lives, finds himself at a dead end after a series of failed inventions. When a friend suggests he could power up his personal life by creating a girlfriend.
That's very sad. That's also very Japanese.
Yep. So he makes his own girlfriend.
And he calls her Salt.
Instead of going out and getting one, he creates one. Fuck talking to people.
The second season of the 100 Girlfriends That Love You Very, Very, Very Much is like one of the saddest stories. Like, I don't know if there's should be comedy, romance, and tragedy. Just for the people who subject themselves to this kind of show.
We also got the second part of the Mononoke movie. So there's that. Yeah. Not that Mononoke, the other Mononoke, the series Mononoke.
Yeah.
We got the Mononoke movie. No, wait, hold on. Shit, dude, how will I explain that? I watched the Mononoke movie. No, not that one.
The other one. The weird one.
Aren't they all a little weird?
Shit. The one of the elf men.
There we go. The one that's pure fantasy. Wait.
Come on, Alf.
I can't find this show you talked about, Tori, with the whole create a girlfriend.
It's in the movie section.
It's movie.
Movie section.
Yeah, it's a movie.
Okay.
It's literally called Make a Girl.
When's that come out? Oh, that doesn't come out till the end of January. Oh,
It's a movie, JD. Of course it doesn't.
man.
I'm just saying. That's fucking... What? Would you rather I tell you to watch something? I don't know. What the fuck do we even have here? Terrible. Wait, hold on. I think I just fast struck.
Here's a weird one.
The daily life of a middle-aged online shopper in another world.
Yeah, that's the 40-year-old thing.
That's the 40-year-old.
That's the 40-year-old thing.
That's my isekai life.
Yeah, it is.
One of the isekais that I don't think there's an anime planned. There's one isekai manga that the guy gets transported with his house, and his house has a spirit. That's the house, and like he makes the house spirit pregnant, and it's completely wild. But I don't think there's a animation plan for that one. I hope one day there is, so people can witness greatness.
All right,
I'm sorry to say, but you're gonna have to watch Dr. Stone season 4.
I dropped Dr. Stone a long time ago.
Well,
so that's out. All right, I got a weird one here. Okay.
All right.
So we already decided headhunted to another world salaryman. We're ignoring Fate Strange Fake. But here's one. I am Behemoth of the S-rank monster, but I am mistaken as a cat, and I live as a pet of Elf Girl. Obviously, But with a title like that, how can you pass it up?
I hope that's a short.
If it's a short, then I'll just have to not watch it. But
What do you mean?
What? No, do you want to watch 25 minutes of this?
obviously,
Well,
that is the goal here.
I mean, like, I don't see a reason because all of them seem to be wearing some kind of bands, and the show is about low angles. So, like, what's the point? What's the point of having a low angle show if everyone has not wearing skirts at all?
He's got a point.
You're right.
He has a point.
You're right.
Yeah, true.
What is this show here?
Now, JD, you would love I'm getting married to a girl I hate in my class. Like,
Oh,
you
that
can
sounds
relate to.
amazing. I love getting turned down
Yep.
by women and women who hate me. All right.
What do you mean? Turned down? You're getting married.
I read the manga for this, and the opinion of the people commenting on it is like, man, this show is very cute and very good, but unfortunately he's stuck with the worst girl possible in every manga I've read in my life. I was like, Jesus, calm down. She's not that bad.
It's in the title. That's
Yeah,
the
but
point.
So, guy marries a bitch? Is that the show?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Kind of. She's not that bad. I've
she is.
seen worse.
No, she is. I know. I haven't seen or read or know anything about it, but she is. She's the worst.
All right. So, adding that to the list.
Oh my god. JD, honestly, fuck. JD, just watch everything so that I don't have to.
Well, I mean, you already said Ubelblatt. I know you said it in jest, but
Yeah.
obviously that's got to make it. So,
You
that's
can go
added.
and watch like Kuroi wa medaka ni watashi no kawaii ga tsujinai. I also read the manga for this. It's like the girl wants to seduce everyone because she's cute. And there's like this one guy in the class that is just immune to it, or seems to be immune to it. But he's not. It's just that he's the son of a monk, so he was trained to just like ignore all temptation. So the dude is just spilling his spaghetti, but he can just fake it. He just goes into this state of nirvana to ignore the things around it. Kind of an interesting show. Reminds me of Bigata HK a little bit. With all the horniness, of course.
Yep. JD should also watch Medalist because I know he loves ice skating. Ice dancing.
Well, I
in
like
particular.
Olympic ice skating. And I wish I could watch him
Yeah.
more.
But now, yeah, so now you get that in anime, except it isn't. But you know, like Yuri on Ice, but not gay, right? I'm just making sure.
Let's see here.
2 really bad seasons in sequence, man.
Honey Lemon Soda. Uka was a strong middle school. Toughest experience? No. Uka Middle School
Romance.
was the toughest experience she lived through. She was dubbed Rocky due to always freezing up in front of people and was endlessly bullied. You know what? If she's an orphan and has dead parents, this might be right up our alley, guys.
She has a chance for a fresh start to improve herself. Ah, lame.
Honey Lemon Soda. All right, let's add that. Why not? All right, up to 8. Let's try to get to 10, boys.
God damn.
Oh wait,
I've given
Ubelblatt
up.
wasn't counted. So 9. We need one more.
Dude, there's there just isn't.
Just watch Fate Strange Fate then. God
No,
damn.
we
Alright.
already
Watch
decided to
the-
ignore that.
Watch the medical one. Because it reminds me of the DS game. What is the name of the DS game? Where you like your doctor, but
Oh,
you have
Trauma
psychic
Center?
powers? Trauma Center.
Oh, Trauma Center, yeah.
It's Amiku Takao no Suiri Karte.
All right. In
Amiku
Tenkai's
MD,
General
doctor,
Hospital,
detective.
General Diagnostic Department, patients who are deemed difficult to treat by other doctors are collected here. Oh boy. Collect them all. Furthermore, there are murders and mysteries of unknown causes that even the police can't handle. Genius Dr. Takao reveals the shocking truth behind these mysterious disease. Hey, that's what it says, Mal. So,
Yeah.
sort of
Okay,
trauma
cool.
center?
Or Trauma Center, yeah.
Hmm.
And
just found
she looks like a lolly as well.
Yeah.
I found a hidden Mappa show in here. Senchu.
A Mappa show?
A Mappa show, yeah. After graduating from high school, Natsuko Hirose starts her career as an animator. Her talent quickly flourishes, and she makes her debut as a director in no time. Her first anime becomes a massive hit, sparking a social phenomenon and earning her recognition as an up-and-coming genius director. Her next project is set to be a romantic comedy movie themed around first love. However, having never been in love herself, Natsuko struggles to understand the concept of first love, and as a result, she's unable to create the storyboard, causing the movie production to come to a standstill. Let me look at the PV for this.
Sounds interesting. The poster for it looks very movie-like.
Yep. It's very meta.
Looks old.
Oh,
It
I've
does.
seen
Or is that the anime that they're creating to make it older in the new one? Is that what we're doing
Yep.
here?
I've seen this character before. I should remember.
Welcome to a world without hope. More voids detected. Something's not right. Could it be? I shall watch this world's downfall. This is not, destruction or despair. Okay, like those words. There's some unicorn creature for some reason.
What is the context I know about this show?
I don't know, man.
I have no idea.
The main character
I think
looks
people
like,
were-
what's his face from Full Metal Alchemist.
No, Zenchu. Not the other one. You're talking about it. One day.
I don't know what to make of that. This
Yeah,
is
let's
Zenchu.
see. There's another. Let's look at the first. I'm going to look at the first teaser.
I mean, that's what I just watched.
That was the second Seiya teaser.
Yeah, well.
Second teaser was just a movie. Or like the thing that you made.
Otaku neat girl with zero romantic experience. A normal salaryman is attacked by a Yoma and is gallantly saved by the appearance of the genius Kanochi Shizuri. However, when she is not working, she becomes an otaku neat. Today, Tsukasa's house husband skills will continue to spoil her. A prescription delivery direct. What the fuck? That show sounds like not even funny bad.
I hope, like, this show is a short story. It's a collection of short stories, so I hope it's also short, like 15 minutes episode, because then it's just gonna burn through it very quickly. Just a random thing, I can hear bells ringing far away from where I am, but it's not. It shouldn't be ringing, so I'm kind of worried. I think death is coming to me.
Death is slowly coming.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Because it's not like 3 p.m. yet, so it shouldn't be ringing, right?
I don't know.
The unfavorable job appraiser is actually the strongest. You know what? I think we found it, guys.
Nah. There's also I got expelled from the S rank party, but I was the awesome man keeping it together by what used to be the studio? Sunrise, former Sunrise.
Oh boy.
Oh, Bandai Namco Pictures.
Lame.
Let's see. I'm looking for that one.
Well,
Nikki?
all the way at the bottom.
It's
almost.
A rank party wo ridatsu shita ore wa motto
A-rank
oshigoto
party.
tachi.
Okay. Ah, there it is.
Kyushin. Yeah.
Bandai Namco.
Also,
Sunrise.
okay, there's a 14th season of Yami Shibai for you to watch.
Action,
Man,
adventure, fantasy. I don't know,
It's
man.
impressive.
Ignored.
It's impressive how Yami Shibai just stuck.
Right?
I guess it's very cheap to produce.
Is it like
Yeah,
all
people-
shorts though? Oh yeah, probably.
People like it. Well, I mean, even still, like the weird shorts about first person living with woman didn't do very well.
Tori, I got one for you, my man.
No, I already picked my one show. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Zenshu?
My one show.
Yeah, Senshu.
No, you gotta
wanna
pick
see
you
what
gotta
it's
pick
like.
this one now.
No,
It's the
No.
Okinawa I can't understand her dialect show.
That's a romance triangle. I don't know if Tori enjoys that kind of stuff.
Tori definitely will enjoy it and he will love it.
Studio Milpens.
Yeah. Millipin
Oh, Milpensy. Yeah, based
Oh,
on a
no.
web manga. Love Polygon.
Oh no.
Directed by Shin Itagaki.
The Berserk
Really?
Studios.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute
love
here.
Polygon. I love how that's a theme.
Yeah, but Shin Itagaki, guys. Like, I know Hickey just said that. Yeah, he loves this, but you know what? The funny thing about this is that I watched all of TQ, which is also by Shin Itagaki, and I actually do enjoy TQ. So there's actually a chance.
I like TQ. I thought TQ was fun.
TQ was really fun. It's stupid, but it's fun.
It's the shit. The ping pong one, right?
Ping pong the animation?
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's about ping pong, all right. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Ping pong was definitely the plot in that one.
It was about a fetish of having various types of women drenched in sweat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that ping pong.
Yeah, that ping
And
pong.
ping pong. I mean, it does. I think it does earn a recommendation because you have a exotic Japanese accent you don't hear a lot, and a thick one to be.
It's called
That is
Okitsura
Okinawan.
for short.
Okinawan thick accent. You don't have a lot of those, so
All right. You know what? I said it was for Tori. It's also for me now.
Mm.
yeah, it's the time. It's the time to watch every single romance anime there is.
Yeah, that's right.
No.
It's that time.
Because
You know,
in
it's
10
that. It's
years,
that.
it's
It's
gonna
that
be
time.
very
It's
depressing
that
to
time of
watch.
year. It's the love is in the air. Come on.
It's the
In a
most
few years, it's gonna be
depressing time of the year.
Not really. It's still. Well, mine would be February, right? Would be the end of the year. One is fucking hot. Second, Carnival is the time where people go out to do stuff. So, not yet. I'm safe.
It's
All
the
right.
most depressing time of the year, only equaled by every other month.
Every other second.
So we came in with at least 10. I've left with 15 shows on the list.
That's
How many
very
is it going to
important.
finish?
How many am I going to
My
finish?
bet is on 2.
That'll be entertaining. We'll see what happens.
Am I actually watching this? Fine, I'm watching
There
this.
we go.
I
But
will
only because I like
decide it
TQ.
on January.
I have decided you are watching this because if I'm going to have to suffer, you are going to have to suffer.
Deal.
Sure. I'm going to put it on my list, the Okinawa one. I read the I don't like Love Triangle, but sure.
Well, good thing this is a polygon. It's a totally different shape.
True.
That's true.
That changes everything.
That's
changes the
two
whole game.
triangles.
How? Actually, I didn't even realize that. What are the odds that the 2 shows I'm going to watch from this season are literally right next to each other on the list? That is. That's impressive.
Right? Let's see. A show that I can suffer through. I'm gonna try Stranger Fake.
I was about to say Fate Strange Fake. Fate Strange Fake. You know, that's
It's so unfortunate that
Doesn't-
Fate Strange Fake doesn't have female Gilgamesh, but anyway.
listen. trust me, it's going to be great.
It's going to be
Maybe.
good.
Oh wait, I need to watch
Acceptable?
the prequel thing.
Oh, you don't. Did I watch the prequel thing? I did not.
There's a prequel thing?
Whispers of Dawn. There's a TV special.
Is that necessary?
Oh, it's 55 minutes long. Oh, fuck that.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Man, I'm gonna watch the prequel and then I'll
Whispers
decide.
of Dawn.
Since now I have this huge TV I can use, I'm gonna watch the prequel on the TV. I think it's gonna be less of suffering.
Now you can be disappointed in 55 inches 4K.
Ooh.
Yeah, hell
It's
yeah.
on Crunchyroll.
Of course it is.
Whispers of Dawn.
Everything's on Crunchyroll.
Okay.
Everything will be on Crunchyroll eventually, or if it's going to be available at all, you know.
Yeah, right.
Welcome to monopolies, but it's okay. It's not a monopoly.
All right, adding Fate Strange Fake special to my watch list here.
Let's see. What is one that is really just unadulterated suffering?
Momentary Lily. There you go.
Because my life is going to shit, so I need to suffer as well, so I can forget a little bit about my daily life.
Momentary Lily. There you go.
Momentary Lily there, sure. Let me just put it on my list.
You're going to long back to the glory of that PV that looked so amazing when the rest of the show looks even worse.
All right, I think that's enough of that. We got 15, 16, 17 shows to choose from for winter 2025. Clearly, it's an amazing season with all these shows to pick through. Obviously.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to spring.
A lot of show of the year contenders here in winter.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Fuck, no. I just looked at the league. My league is playing the last game of the season today.
Is it bad?
We are drawing in the 90th plus third minute, but it doesn't matter. Bodo Glimt won 5-2, so fuck, we're getting second place.
Jeez.
No Champions
so
League
close,
for you.
No, there will be Champions League for us. Well,
You will enjoy the Europa.
I hope so. We failed to qualify for Europa last time. Last season, so I hope so. That'd be nice. I'd take Conference League. It's a fucking local team from Bergen. We're not that good.
Okay. You guys ready to talk about some Monster?
Sure.
Yeah.
Now that I'm properly disappointed, let's go.
Oh, all right. 42 minutes in.
Now, it's time we start dealing with the business at hand.
Okay. Monster. If you haven't watched anything up to this point, well, then you're going to get some spoilers here for episodes 51 through the end. Let's see. When was the last time we covered Monster? Let's see. It was episode 161 was 1 through 25. And then 26 through 50 was 169. And many, many, many months later, to the end of the year, we are finishing. So, yeah, almost. Basically, it took us a year to watch this. That's cool. Good timing. We started this the same time last year. Pretty cool, actually. Like that. Because what did it take us, like 3 years to do Legend of the Galactic Heroes?
Yeah. Something like that.
Something like that. Let's see. Last we left off with our man Tenma here. I believe we had gotten back from the Czech Republic, and we got a big sort of backstory involving Johan and his sister and what's happening there. We're in the mansion. There was an assassination attempt from Tenma. The mansion got lit on fire and whatnot, and I believe Tenma's back on the run, but with a little more direction where he's supposed to go and chase after Johan. So now we're left with guys like Schuvald, who's involved with like the Reichwein in this third, I guess, period, we'll call it. Third act. Let's see. We got
Lunge is starting to realize he may
be wrong.
Have made a mistake.
Yeah, that's a big turning point when Lunga's like, oh, finally, yeah, maybe there is this actual murderer here. Let's see. We're like in a prison with different prisoners at some point here with I believe it's Gunter. I think that's his name. So he's important because of various murders and backgrounds of his character. A lot of crazy murders and very crazy people as we learn more about the Czech secret police and this East German group that Johan is going, and a mysterious town where everyone is very sad and angry.
Relatable.
Yeah. Which part of Norway does that remind you of?
I suppose probably somewhere up north, but actually, as a matter of fact, I guess if we go far enough up, if it gets cold and dark
Trondheim?
enough. Yeah, that was my first thinking, but no, they're kind of happy. Weirdly enough. Probably because they're drunk.
Well, what else is there to do up there?
Exactly.
Oh, boy. All right, so, Hickey, what can we do to fill in the gaps here from our previous discussion up until now?
We are getting way more backstory of everything that is happening. The pieces are falling into the right places, and we are starting to discover the show misled us by a lot. It didn't mislead us. It's just that there's a bunch of experiments, psychological experiments going on at the same time. So it leads you to believe that Johan is the fruit of a Czech secret police communist thing to create spies on Kinderheimen, 511, but he actually used it. He's actually from another one that is trying to create a new Hitler. This show is very wild.
It takes a turn with the whole
more.
we want to create Hitler the second, basically, yeah.
Yeah, there are reasons on why he's killing a lot of people. And basically the Zend arc is people realizing what is Johan's true nature and what is his true objective. And so that's basically where we left off, but we also start to see some cracks on his plan. He's not, I guess, as smart as he seems to be throughout the whole show. He doesn't count on other factors happening, like Lunge and Grimmers. And so, yeah, it's basically that. It's the conclusion of everything.
Yeah, it was a lot of missing pieces being filled, and I'm not sure that was... I wish they would have done that kind of throughout the show rather than all sticking it together in this like 10 episode span. I still think it's well done, but in terms of like pacing and trying to get to the point, I think maybe it was just a little too disjointing and slow at times, because it was all kind of at once rather than slowly over time.
Probably. It's just that we're stuck with Tenma most of the time. Although Tenma is a brilliant surgeon, he's not the most brilliant guy, especially when compared to Johan.
Well,
but then you get...
Life was kind of ruined. He's been on the run for like half a decade at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, no excuses.
You have Grimmer, which is just made to be like this super awesome spy, and we have Lunga, who is just a fucking human computer, and the show makes it by the end, like last 5 episodes, it gives you that the conclusion is in the city, and you had multiple ways of finding it out. Lunga and Grimmer find out that was the ending of the whole scenario by 2 different means, and they got to the same conclusion. The problem is it takes them like an episode, maybe an episode and a half to get to that conclusion, and Tenma takes 60 episodes. So
Right. Yeah, it's whether it's Nina or
other mates.
Yeah, Nina, Lunga. Once they tend to get to, once they have any sort of puzzle piece, it's like, oh, we got the answer pretty much. And Tenma he wants every little detail throughout, and it just takes forever for Tenma to he's
kind of, but I feel like that also is sort of part of, because Tenma is like, he's essentially chasing shadows for a lot of this. He's like, oh shit, he's going there. Like he's almost always just kind of reacting to what's happening around him.
Yeah, I mean, he's also set up to be that way too.
That ends up. Yeah, I know, but it's like that's sort of what happens with him. And then it's like what Hickey says was like, was comes out that Johan isn't as smart as he's been made out to be. And it's like, yeah, I mean, his thing has kind of always just been like, he is extremely careful, right? The story the entire time was just like, you know, he lost his name because he got to make sure that no one knows him. No one who knows his name can utter it anymore, which is his entire thing. Like, that's literally just the rules that Johan plays with. If anyone at any point knows him, they have to die. That's how we can
except the people that he didn't kill.
Except the people that he didn't kill.
Oh, there's that. There's a couple families that Johan gets involved with throughout the show, and in the second half again, he gets a whole town involved, and I'm like, there's going to be a lot of murder.
Oh, there was a lot of murder.
A lot of babies in this last like 25 episodes. It's like everyone's got a kid all of a sudden. It's kind of strange.
They had nothing better to do.
Yeah. Early 90s Germany.
One thing about Urasawa is that his characters are very well distinct and have a nice different silhouette, which makes really good to differentiate them. Except the kids. The kids looks the same.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, who the fuck is this? Is
I
this
love how the anime plays with that, though.
Oh, no, it's not. It's just...
Yeah. But I do love how the anime plays with that, though, sometimes, like in terms of like certain shots and whatnot, where you see like the darkened silhouette of some dude and it looks like Johan, and then it lights up and it turns out it's not. I do like, they do use that like visual distinction a lot for like some really cool shots in this show. The show is just well made, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
The show's very well made, except for the ending, which is terrible.
Oh, really? You think so?
Yeah, I hate the ending.
I also hate
awful.
the ending.
Oh, why do you guys hate the ending?
Well, actually, I hate the last 10 seconds. The rest is...
What, with Johan not
fine,
actually dead?
Yeah.
Even though he got shot in the face?
Yeah.
I think like Tenma is a brilliant surgeon. He could definitely just made Johan a vegetable if he wants to.
Mm.
But like, you have a name. I found you mother, you have a name. And it's like, oh, he escaped. It's like, you don't even name of the two. You find out the name of the random Ricardo dude.
Yeah.
But Grimmer is killed without a name, and you don't see the name of Nina and Johan. And then like, oh, Johan is alive. Of course, like the last dialogue with Tenma freaking out, having an hallucination with Johan waking up is amazing. But yeah, no, it's just like the last 10 seconds. Is it enough to ruin the show? Yeah, no, not really. But is it enough to ruin the ending? Kind of. Like, I don't like that kind of ending.
I wouldn't say it ruins anything, but it is one of those things. Like, man, I feel like with how much you have to invest in this, I feel like there's
You wanted a
the
more
fact that they sort of
conclusive.
choose to leave, not even necessarily conclusive, because like how do you conclude except for we stopped the guy, but like it's just like I still feel like there's some unnecessary threads that are hanging on, and we sort of opt to go for more for like, all right, so now everybody's kind of getting back to it and getting back to their normal lives again and getting back to the normal situation. And you know, the police apologize to Tenma for everything.
Yeah, they're just like,
For not
oh,
believing
my
that
bad,
there
man.
could have possibly been a guy. You're telling me there's a serial killer out there? No way, man.
This is Germany. That doesn't exist.
There has been no serial killings in Germany.
Never throughout history.
It's like never. But yeah, like it. I feel like Monster is like. I mean, even with that, Monster is like in a class of its own. It's a masterpiece of storytelling, in my opinion. Well, masterpiece, but it's a really good piece of storytelling. I feel like a lot of my complaints with this sort of falls on the. Not even necessarily just like Monster. It kind of falls into stuff that I'm not a huge fan of in general when it comes to like now Kurosawa's writing. Like I have the same problems when I read like 20th Century Boy and whatnot. It's kind of like he has these moments where I feel like he drags certain stuff out for no real good reason. And that's like that can be a little annoying. And then
I can air my grievance with it, like the second part as well, where I complained about the bucalism. Where it's like, there's like this crazy motherfucker killing 100 people out there, and Tenma is just like, man, it's so good to be planting some tomatoes in the Germany countryside. It's like, why? Like, what's the point of that? What does that it helps with?
It's a big stress reliever, man.
Yeah. And then the typical Japanese thing where every like it doesn't happen as often in this show as it could, but even this show has to have a couple times where he sits down and has a meal, and it's just like, man. By the way, have you guys ever tried a Japanese food?
Yeah. Right.
Have you heard of the greatness that is Japanese food?
Sushi sashimi is the best, and don't even get me started on the noodles.
After 70 something episodes, some of the plot devices get very repetitive, like the police being extremely incompetent.
That's for sure.
And no one recognizing Tenma as a fugitive. It's like, oh, look, it's just this very shady Japanese man. Like,
there's so many of those to be mistaken with in 1990s Germany.
Yeah. But again, it's just like this last part, you know? It kind of gets old. Just that.
Yeah, that aspect I understand. I do like the final showdown with like Lunga, Roberto, Tenma, Johan, how they all kind of connect together, and the whole idea is a final showdown with Tenma and Johan, and Tenma's going to shoot him finally. That's where we left off in the mansion, and that all is kind of thrown away when Roberto's the one who does it in the end, and then Tenma's.
No, he doesn't. He dies. He kills the Klaus Poppe, right?
Mm.
No, Roberto is the one who busts into the room,
it's the
right?
Drunk guy. Oh, who kills, who shoots Johan is the drunkard.
But yeah, that's Roberto, isn't it?
No,
it's not.
Roberto is the guy who is in love with Johan.
Yeah,
who was part of Kinderheimen 511. He has the showdown with Lunge.
Right.
And then at the end, Klaus Poppe is about to shoot Johan, and then he shoots Klaus Poppe. Then he just dies. Then Herbert, which is the
remembering something a little different, but okay.
The town's drunkard. He sees Johan pointing a gun to his son.
Oh, Herbert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
not
Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm mixing up scenes. Yes, you're correct. Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, it's the devil," and then he shoots Johan. It's
Right.
like,
Yeah, because yep. And
it's
Johan.
it's kind of
Yeah.
kind of disappointing, but very satisfying. That is like this one good for nothing guy that is just a wild card.
Yeah,
That for some
he's the
reason
one
really
that
likes
just
his
busts in at
son.
the end. Yeah. But then,
Maybe
okay,
it's-
so then
that's
you're
good
left
action.
with Tenma's left with the same question as before, but this time he knows who Johan is, much like the politician at the beginning of the show gets the surgery because of, well, he's a politician, heading this and that. Is he going to save Johan because he's still technically quote unquote alive, even though he's like in a comatose state with the bullet in his brain? I kind of like the morality in question there, but boy, would it have been satisfying if Tenma just goes, "Can't do it, man. I'm out of practice."
Right? He's been on the run for like 10 years, and it's just like, oh man, it's just like riding a bicycle. You never forget. It's just
You
so
never
revolutionary.
forget.
Never forget your first brain surgery.
True. You never forget how to do it. Oh wait, I don't think that part's supposed to come off. Whatever. It's probably
Yeah,
fine.
whatever. It's Johan. He'll put it back together himself.
Listen, Johan's taken bullets to the brain multiple times at this point. Like, I'm sure, like, even if I took out the brain and left it, he's just gonna get up after a while and put it back in.
God.
Should have made a dude a vegetable, but no.
Yeah,
Even if he did, he would have probably just unvegetabled himself.
right.
Probably.
That's how a
Which
lot of
would
these
be
shows
very
work.
scary.
I thought they didn't need to go as much detail into the mother of Nina and Johan as much as they did because of she didn't really have much impact other than she's their mom but ripped away basically at birth. So it's like I don't know what
Yeah.
connection do they truly have.
I mean, kind of. She's important also is that she's making Johan dress like a girl. So there's the loss of identity. He already doesn't have a name, but then he's get denied his gender as well. And then the people come to take one of the kids away. And like there's also always this doubt in Johan that was she trying to give Nina like she did, or she just mistook Johan to Nina and gave the wrong child away.
Mm.
So like she's important for that. Talking to her at the end, I think it's also important. I think it's a good conclusion. Like, oh, she's alive, and you get to know that she named them. The scientist Klaus Poppe falling in love with her is a little bit. It's weirder than the mother
That was
itself
strange,
having
yeah.
a little part. Because it's like, oh yeah, I didn't care about her at all, and I took the child away until they were like 5, and I went back and I saw her again. I was like, you know what? I kind of like her, so I'm gonna kill everyone. It's like, well, that doesn't make a lot of sense, motivation wise. But okay, sure.
What do you mean? Can't you relate to that?
If it was, I fell in love with her when she was in the facility and helped her escape, but then the people found her out and I didn't have any choice. Sure, but it's not. He never says when he fell in love with her, so it's kind of like in the air.
Hmm.
And then he's like, "Oh, I'm just gonna kill everyone who wants to recreate Hitler." Like, okay,
Now that's something I can get behind.
it's I don't know. It's a weird point in the history that is not really well explained.
Hmm.
Also,
Yeah.
they don't explain why these stories have malice and why people get brainwashed by the stories.
Yeah, they never really go into
Yeah.
that. I felt like there
Because
was
it's
supposed
like-
to be another like 15 episodes to this, and the manga just kind of abruptly ended.
I don't think so.
You think this is
No,
how it was
that
originally
looks
supposed to
very-
end?
That looks very Urasawa like.
It is.
It's like, oh, like this is not very important. it's a major plot point, but like explaining it's not important. You need to know
okay,
that
fair enough.
the stories cause brainwashing and they are full of malice. But since the anime is animated and has voices and sound effects and music, I think they could have done a better job with expressing the malice of the books.
Mm-hmm.
But they are very normal.
Mm.
It's like, why
Yeah.
do you, when it comes down like to Johan and Nina, even the Kindenheimer makes sense because the kids are trapped in there, so we don't know what kind of experiments are being run by them. But the normal guys that get interviewed, just like, oh yeah, we went to the Red Rose Mansion on Saturdays to listen to stories. And they did that for like a year and get permanently affected by it. It's like it's like, so it's a very powerful brainwashing tool, but the show doesn't really make a lot of effort to trend like to make it clear to you through visual cues, through animation and musical cues that is
they mostly
full of malice and bad for you, the viewer watching.
Yeah, they mostly just rely on sort of the characters expressing not even what's happening, but kind of that there is something here. Because everybody has like an extremely averse reaction to them. Well, most of them. Unless you're that
Except
one guy
Tenma.
who was good. Yeah, except Tenma and that other guy who was like, nah. It's
The
shit.
story's sad.
Yeah, the story's terrible. It's like, man, leave it to the fucking picture book critic to fucking to be immune.
And here's the guy that says this book is full of malice. Malice. I was like, okay, but like could have got like, better explained. But that's okay. Not better explained, better shown. They explained well. It's just like you don't need to follow the manga 1-to-1 with that and just, oh, this book is full of malice and it's bad for you. But the show doesn't make an effort to make you feel bad when the story is being written, as more modern shows might try to do. But it's minimal detail. I don't think it's that important.
I mean, to be fair, also, I feel like some of the things, like at least how the general populace sort of gets affected by this, it's like, it's kind of weird because there's not like a one size fits all. It's like people are affected by others' charisma, particularly Johan, and then there's like another part is like being played on fear. Like that's why a lot of shit often goes down and like gets really out of control. Like, you know, at the end there, when the entire city just starts fighting each other because suddenly like you start hinting that there's shit going on. Guns are suddenly getting imported. People have guns. One family who suddenly won the lottery and gets suspicious of everything. It's like they're really trying to show this like a downward spiral, and then like you just need something to ignite the fuse, and then everything goes up. But it's like that also kind of makes it a little confusing because it's not like you know. As dumb as it is, it's not like they just go around with a brainwashing tool and be like, look into my eyes and now I control you. It's like there's a bunch of different reasons for why people are affected differently and why stuff happens. And that's like, so that can make it a little difficult to like connect the dots at times of like, why is everyone like this?
I really liked how the show built up to kind of this final rat race kind of situation. I thought the psychological aspects, because we got a lot of these backstories, made a lot more sense in development to the final finish. I liked a lot of the suspense that it brought, because you're always anticipating, is Tenma finally going to shoot Johan? Who else is going to be involved at the end, and what are the final decisions each character is going to have? I think maybe there could have been more Nina involved at the very end kind of sequence there. But
she kind of gets robbed of her role.
Yeah, she just kind of disappears and goes off into the distance, and it's like, that's kind of a bummer.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. It's like, because she is trying to sort of gain a life again.
Oh yeah, she wants her own life.
Yeah, so like I get that, but it's also like, man, I feel like she should have had some sort of role to play here, not just kind of go complete, just not turn into the complete like, you go and wait here while I'll handle this and shit like that. It's like but at least I'm satisfied. We've got Grimmer got a decent end. I really like his. I really like his ending, especially there when he's just sitting in the chair and it's like, what happened? The rage took over again. It's like, no, I did that on my own. He's so happy with himself. It's like, man, finally he got his emotions back.
It's so good. Like, I feel sorry for Grimmer there.
Oh, yeah. That moment was like, finally, like his little thing was like, man, it's like I just realized that my childhood got taken from me. It's like, damn.
Yeah. When you start crying, it's like, I am finally sad that my son killed himself. It's like, oof.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man. And it's just like sitting there.
Grimmer's the man. Fuck Tenma. Give me a Grimmer.
He became the magnificent Steiner.
Magnificent Steiner. Lunge as well. Lunge is such a good character.
He's real good. He's real good.
Like,
very stubborn to his decisions right up until the end.
Takes the M1 carbine. I'm gonna go for a walk. Like, Jesus, what a cool guy. Like, finds Tenma is like just there's people in the hotel lax. It's just like he doesn't even look to Tenma. It's like, my bad. Just keeps walking to his death.
Yeah.
It's like super cool character. I'm glad he didn't die. Because when Roberto appears and like he's alive and Lunge's not there, it's like, fuck, Lunge got fucking killed.
Lunge got killed off screen, man.
Yeah. That's
that would have been sad.
Yeah, that's fucked up. And his show off with Roberto is really good. When he got shot in the arm and then he shoots the gun through the chair.
Yes.
So good, and just puts his thumb inside of the bullet hole. It's so good.
Yeah, I mean, I fucking love even as well. Just like from the way he is, since he's always so calm and like analytic and doesn't really show his emotions. When Roberto really starts digging into his like fucking collapsed family and whatnot, and Lunge finally just has enough. Like, there we go. Yeah, get angry.
All right, guys, I'm ready to score this thing and finish out what Monster is and does.
Base.
Tori, what you got?
Let's go.
So, obviously, this is now my second time watching this show, and yeah, it's a fun ride. It's a bit of a fatiguing show, I find. Like, I kind of agree with that. I feel like,
especially on a rewatch,
once you get to the end, once you get to the end, it's like, even though we took like a year to watch it, I still feel like I'm hit by that same fatigue that I remember from the first time. I was like, man, I'm exhausted. Like, it's so exciting, but it is really mentally draining, really, to watch. So it's like, it's got positives and negatives. There's things about the ending I'm not super huge on, but it's not a bad ending. It's like it's the overall package is still good. I enjoy it. And yeah, Johan is a really cool villain for a lot of it. I do like how most things wrap up. Like I said, Grimmer's amazing. I really like his ending, even though he dies. But that's okay. The best characters always have to die. And yeah, so I'll give it I'll stick with the same score that I gave it the first time. I'm giving it an 8.
I know what you mean about kind of fatigue, especially for me on a rewatch, because we know what happens. Do I remember like all the psychological aspects of everything? I don't. So that's what kept it more intriguing and exciting towards the finish. I certainly enjoyed the first, or I enjoyed the middle section with the Czech Republic and Kinderheim and all that the most in the show. To me, that's a straight up 10 out of 10, and that carries a lot of it for me. leading up to the finish where we get a lot of the missing puzzle pieces. I'm really in that like between a 9 and a 10. If I didn't have that fatigue on a rewatch, I'd probably be at a 10 still. But since I'm kind of critiquing this from a second watch perspective, I'm down to a 9, which gives me for the 3 parts a 9, a 10, and a 9. Not bad. It's a very good show. It's one of my favorite anime of all time. It's right up there. I think it's really cool, and I like the ending. I really enjoy it, and I like a good conclusive situation of like where all these characters are, and then there's still the boat of mystery of, you know, the kind of that 1980s villain-esque thing where you can't actually kill him or some circumstances happen. I enjoy that kind of stuff. So, Monster is a top 10 anime of all time for me, and it has stayed there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the biggest problem with the show is definitely fatigue. Like, after 74 episodes and the themes that are observed in the show, definitely there's a lot of fatigue involved. Even if you take a year to watch everything, partially comes also from the good quality of the show is that it's very unpredictable. You don't know when a character will die, except when they do have quite a plot armor, such as Tenma and Nina and the orphan, Dita. But one theme is like everyone who knows who Johan is ends up dying. The problem is when you get to episode 45-ish, their rule starts to not be observed anymore. The problem is the show, until episode 45, the show made so many moves that to tell you, hey, this side character is not safe, that when the side characters start to get safe, Eva, Heinemann, what is the name of the guy who likes people to read him Latin books?
Oh.
Shit.
That has like the...
Yeah, I know who you mean. I just don't remember his name. The old rich guy. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Anyway, him and his kid, Schwald.
Yeah, Schuwald's kid.
Schwald, Neumann, which is his son, the guy who's researching the psychopaths as well. He's never in danger, that dude. Even though he's always one step close to getting to Johan more than anyone else, he's never in danger. However, the show makes a lot of moves so you can think they are in danger. Even the psychologist guy, old man, gets attacked by Roberto once. So at some point, it gets really draining of, oh man, is this character gonna die? Is this the episode where he's gonna die? And then ends in a cliffhanger of that character looking at a door open. He's like, oh, he's gonna die. And then it cuts to another part of the story. And then like 3 episodes later, they are safe and sound. Can be a little bit dragging and draining as well. The anticipation of what secondary character is gonna get clubbed by Johan. The middle part is a little bit dragged. It's still very much a murder mystery with a psychopath on the loose. Not so much about the politics and the secret programs to create spies and dictators is going on, which breathes a little bit of life into the series. Tenma is kind of lost. He's just waiting for something to hit him instead of like actively looking towards something, which might be a little bit frustrating at some episodes. But regardless, it's a very good show. I think if you watch a week and then take a week off, 2 episodes per day. You can have a lot of fun. You can understand the series, and you can finish with less fatigue. Because if you take a long time between episodes, it might fatigue you to remember everything that is happening. So, because of that, I'll give it an 8. I think it's a very good story. I really, really like the stories written by Urasawa, and I wish he would just write a book.
Yeah,
But
right.
that's not gonna happen. I need to check his new series as well about the World War II orphan girl that becomes a fighter pilot. Sounds really cool. But for Monster, I think it's an 8, and it's a good score. But the conclusion as well is not my type of conclusion. But I cannot deny the show is very good. I would not be mad with a 9 overall score, but for me it's an 8.
Okay, so rave reviews over Monster as we end this series. Tori, you have our last anime for 2024. What is this thing?
Well, you see, there comes time where we have to watch something that's not very long. This is Yugen Kaisha, or otherwise known as a Phantom Quest Corp.
Of course,
It's a 4-episode OVA. Yep, it's a 4-episode OVA from by Studio Madhouse from the 90s, 94. And it's basically like corporatized ghost hunting. I have no idea what it's about, but I've discovered it by accident, and I was like, sure.
Why not?
Listen, we have high quality of standards there.
I like this idea of like corporate something, you know, just like this. The season we have like the corporation magical girls. I like that idea. I like that kind of plot,
especially when it's something silly.
Kind of makes sense, right? if supernatural creatures are a thing, then you definitely would have like corporations exploring that, which is basically the plot of Ghostbusters.
Basically, yes. But yeah, so literally just corporate ghost hunters.
Looking forward to it. That does it for this episode. Hope everyone enjoyed. See you next time.
Peace.